Hi, my name is Deeroza, and I'm very excited to be sharing with Art for Artists today. My art passion is actually a newer discovery. I've always been a creative person, but I didn't find painting until 2020 during the pandemic. At the time, I was working in the restaurant industry, so when COVID hit, they immediately closed the restaurant. And I very quickly realized that I really didn't have much in my life besides work. So, in an attempt to cure my boredom, I started painting. And this sparked my creativity, and since then, I've been completely self taught through watching painting tutorials on Instagram and YouTube. My biggest influences, this is a tough one because I have so many people that really influence my work that I see on Instagram, but I will definitely have to mention Salvador Dali, one of my absolutely favorites. I'm a surrealist painter, and in my opinion, he's kind of the king of surrealism. Also Miss Frida Kahlo, Stella Straszowska, absolutely fantastic, and also John Speaker are probably my top. At the moment, I'm currently working on designs for a women's clothing line that will be an extension of my art business. I'll be launching this hopefully in the spring. And I'm also working on creating large-scale abstract pieces that are very dreamy, ethereal, and just really easy to live with. The biggest challenge of being an artist, that's such a difficult question because there are just so many challenges of being an artist in the modern world, but personally, for me, I think it would be time. I actually quit my high-paying corporate job and took a less time-consuming job so I could pursue my art passion. But even still, while I'm at work, I'm thinking about art all day. I constantly have to refocus, and I'm working to be a full-time artist, and I hope it's soon. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy to have space in my life to be able to create art. I would definitely tell myself to enjoy the journey and not just focus on the end result. Over the last 4.5 years, I've definitely focused on teaching myself basic acrylic mediums, but I do plan to start incorporating more mediums on my upcoming pieces. I have dabbled with fluid art and colored pencils, but I'm really excited to start working with thicker medium paints. I also just got some oil paints, which I'm a little nervous to try, but I'm also very excited. So definitely more mediums to come in the future. Yes, I always have music playing while I create. I find that the music I listen to greatly impacts my art as well. For instance, if I'm working on a piece of a painting that is kind of monotonous, I'll put on something a little bit more upbeat to keep myself energized and focused in on what I'm doing. And if I'm working on part of a piece that requires a bit more creativity, I'll put on something a little bit slower and more flowy. I think the best reaction from a viewer seeing your art is when they see your art and gasp and just kind of get lost in the image. That's definitely my favorite reaction. I love to create art that gets your attention away from everything else that's happening in the world and grabs your attention, and you just kind of get lost in it. That's really what I love about surrealism, is that it doesn't necessarily have to make sense, but it's almost always very captivating. I also really love to hear different interpretations of my art, especially abstract art. There's been many a time that there are even deeper meanings within my art that I don't even know. I've had it happen where somebody has gifted my art to somebody and it had a completely heartwarming meaning to them that I was completely unaware of until it was gifted to them. I think mostly I hope my art can ignite the creative spark in others the way it happened to me. I believe that creative outlets can lead to fulfillment that a lot of people don't have, and really just gives you another reason to wake up every day and be excited. If you would like to connect online or see my work, my Instagram and TikTok are deeroza.art, spelt DEEROZA.art, and my website is www.deeroza.com. It was a pleasure speaking with you today. Thank you for taking the time. And last but not least, I hope everybody goes out and creates something today. Thank you.